Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about my Sunday evening, my Monday, my Tuesday and my Wednesday. I hope you guys are all having a lovely week so far. On my Sunday evening I had work 6 till 10. I got dropped to work, got clocked in, put my bag away, and it was me and 3 other of my colleagues on shift, and I was just on floor for the evening, just running food, drinks, cleaning tables and collecting glasses in, and 2 of my colleagues were on bar, and one of my colleagues was the quiz master, so they were doing the quiz, and it was quite busy. We had quite a lot of people in for the quiz, and then I was just getting loads of close-ups done. I then finished at 10. I did 6 till 10, a nice easy shift, and I clocked off, got my bag and headed off, and I got picked up by my older sister, and we got back and I got changed and had my Sunday roast, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. I then watched Love Island, wrote about my journal, listened to a bit of music. I then had some cereal and was watching a bit of Netflix. I then finished writing my journal and put that away, and then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, listened to a bit of music, just drawing and colouring in, and sorted out my beat up doll, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Monday I got up, showered and changed, and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I was just watching a bit of TV, listened to a bit of music. My dad had work, and then he got back and he went off with my mum to take my grandma to see my grandpa in his rehab place, and he's hoping to be coming to a care home literally just down the road from us, fingers crossed, all being well. And so they were there doing that, and then me, my older brother and sister, and my older brother's girlfriend were heading off to go to play mini golf. And it used to be Pirate Food, it's now a King Kong mini golf, and my older sister got to ours, and then we headed off from ours to go to play mini golf, and it was quite drizzly, not looking too good. And then we got to Nando's first. We decided to go for food first and had some food there, and I got a snap of the lanterns hanging above from where we were sat, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Such pretty lanterns. We then had some food. I had some chicken wraps, some peri like spiced chips, and a corn on the cob, and also had a naughty nasa, and we had refillable drinks, and I just had Fanta, and I'm going to show you guys the Nando's I had now. It was so delicious, you can't beat a Nando's. Then we let our food go down, chatted for a bit, and then we head off to go play King Kong mini golf, and we got there. I paid for me and my older brother and sister and my older brother's girlfriend to play the King Kong mini golf, and it was so cool. They've changed it quite a lot from when we last went, and I'm going to show you guys some photos I got from there now. We really enjoyed ourselves. It is so cool the way they've done it, and I'm normally quite competitive, but I was very restrained, and we were having lots of fun, laughing a lot, taking very funny photos, and just had a lovely time. The sunshine was really good as well, blue skies, and we had our coats with us, but we left them in the car, and we were glad that we didn't carry them around with us. And then we made our way back, and on the way back we listened to a bit of Cher, a bit of Kylie, and we then went off to Aldi on the way back to get some bits and bobs from there. And whilst my older sister and brother and his girlfriend were in there, I popped off to one of the flower shops, and I got some flower slaps from there that I'll show you guys now. I was then just chatting with a flower shopkeeper, telling them about going to the King Kong mini golf and about going to Nando's, and having a nice catch up with them. I then got some plant stocks on there as well that we'll show you guys now. I love that flower shop, the lovely patterns on the plants and the lovely colourful flowers. I then met back up with my older sister, older brother and his girlfriend. We then got back and my mum and dad were home from taking my grandma to see my grandpa in his rehab place. Then for tea, I had a cheese and pickle toasted, which my older brother kindly made for me, and I had a cup of tea, and we went out the end room and played some games of Ludo. And then me, my older brother and his girlfriend watched the Love Island final on his big projector screen he has in his room. I then watched the UK soaps, finished writing my journal, listened to a bit of music, and was just watching a bit of Netflix, had some cereal, and was just working on some colouring in and illustration work that I've been doing, and was just reading a bit more of the third volume of Heartstopper and the third To All the Boys book. And then I went off to bed, and then on my Tuesday I got up after a nice lie-in and I had some cereal for my breakfast and was just watching some stuff on Netflix. My dad was at work, he got back and went off to bed, and my mum and myself were then just watching a bit of TV, and then I was just listening to a bit of music, doing a bit of writing and sorting out my dolls and dollhouse and my office. My younger sister was at hers, younger brother at his, old sister was at hers, and my older brother's girlfriend had gone down to hers to help sort her wardrobe out and declutter, and my older brother went off to play golf, and I then got myself ready and went off on a ginormous walk, and it was such a lovely sunny day, lovely blue skies, also with a bit of a breeze, and I got some lovely colourful flower slaps which I'm going to show you guys now. I then went off to my favourite old coffee shop and had a white chocolate blueberry frappe, which I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. Those frappes are so delicious. I then went off and had a look around some of the charity shops, and I got myself some sandwiches from the little coffee shop that I'd had, and I had a tuna cucumber sandwiches from there, which is so delicious. I then went off into Co-op to get some bits and pieces from there and saw one of my friends who works in there, so I was having a chat with them. Then I went off to one of the flower shops and got a cute mirror selfie from one of the flower shops. I then went into the book shop and had a look in there, and went into W. Smith's as well. Then I made my way back. I then got back and I watched Home and Away, Escape to Country and Far Brown, and a bit of Garden Rescue. Had a cup of tea and biscuits. I was just doing some reading and a bit of drawing and colouring in, and sorted out my dolls and dollhouse. And then I went off on an evening stroll and I got some flower slaps that I'm going to show you guys now. Such a lovely evening stroll. It got quite dark at some point and I thought that it was going to rain, but luckily it managed to hold off. I then got back, and for tea I had these chicken, herb, garlic things with some chips and some veg, and they were very nice. And my older sister and older brother's girlfriend got off to the gym together, and they got back and joined us for tea. And my older brother had rugby training, and he got back, and then me, my older brother, sister and older brother's girlfriend played some games out the end room. We played Ludo, Harry Potter Old Maid, where you have to try not to get Voldemort, and also played Uno, this new version of Uno where you have cards and then you have to flip over and it has different coloured cards, which confused me a lot. And we also played this card game of Monopoly instead of having a board of cards. Slowly got the hang of that, and then my older sister got dropped home by my older brother's girlfriend, and then my older brother's girlfriend got back, and then I finished writing my journal, finished watching Home and Away and the UK soaps because I'd stopped watching those so I could play games with them. Then I finished writing my journal. I then had some cereal. I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. I then went off to bed, and then on my Wednesday, which is today, I wasn't supposed to be working until the evening. I was supposed to be doing a 5 till close, but one of my colleagues asked if I could do their 9 till 5, and they'd start at 5 because they wanted to have a line because they were feeling a bit worn down. So I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. So I got up and got ready for work, had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. My dad was already at work. My older brother and his girlfriend were asleep, younger sister at hers, younger brother at his, older sister at hers, and my mum was asleep. I then knocked up and made way to work. I got myself a drink from the corner shop on the way to work. I then got to work, put my bag away, clocked in, and it was me and 2 other colleagues on shift. To start with, it was just me and one other colleague, and then at 10 o'clock one of our other colleagues came in, and it was pretty steady. I was running food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, saw and chatted to some of the regulars. I also brought in the deliveries from the shed and put them in the cellar, and I was doing some drink making as well. And we had quite a busy coffee rush, and then quite a few people came in for lunch. As the weather got a bit brighter, we had a few people sitting outside as well, and then it calmed down again, and I got to have a lunch break, and I had a chicken ciabatta with some chips and a fresh OJ, which I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. It's my new favourite thing on the menu. I love the chicken ciabatta. I then finished that. I then let my food go down, and then continued on running food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and did a massive clean up, and was just polishing cutlery, putting some cups and plates away. And then one of my colleagues kindly made me a hot chocolate. She meant to do it was a different way, but she did it. I think she put chocolate on it when they didn't want chocolate, so I got to have that one, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So cute, a little chocolate heart on there. Really enjoyed that. Then 2 of my colleagues I was on shift with finished at 3, and then one of my colleagues came on at 3, and it was our last shift together because she finishes and she's leaving on the 7th. Can't believe she's going. So we were just doing lots of like changeover shifts, getting it ready for the evening shift for everyone who's in the evening. And so I was doing lots of cleaning jobs and stuff like that, and then it got quite busy as the sun came out and it got a bit warmer and the rain subsided. Quite a few people came in, so I was doing lots of food and drink orders and bill taking, clean tables inside and outside. And we got a rota for next week, and I'm very happy with my shifts this week, which is good. And I was working Sunday evening again, working the quiz for like the 100th time, but luckily I'm now working 11 till 3, and my colleague who's going on holiday is going to be doing my evening shift, which means I actually get to have a Sunday roast with my family and sit with my family and enjoy. I bet this Sunday, when I finally get a Sunday evening off, they'll be like, oh no, we're not having a roast tonight. No, my luck, fingers crossed we don't, because I cannot wait to be able to sit down and enjoy it with all my family. It'll be lovely to be able to sit with my family and have a Sunday roast for a change. And then I was going to be working Friday night instead of Friday daytime, but now I'm back working Friday daytime because one of my colleagues can't work Friday night because she has football. But then one of my other colleagues asked if anybody wanted Friday night or Friday daytime or Monday covered, and I was like, yeah, we could do my Friday evening, which my colleague needed covered. So I'm back to doing my 10 to 3 like I was supposed to be doing. So yeah, all good. Wrote those down, put those in my diary and put those on the board so I know when I need to be in work. And I then was just doing some more cleaning jobs, and I then clocked off, finished at 5. My colleague who I'd covered in the daytime, who was doing my evening shift for me, came in, and I thanked her for doing my evening shift, and she thanked me for doing her day shift. And then I clocked off, got my bag, and I stayed there for a bit whilst my mum came to pick me up. So whilst I waited, I was just chatting with one of my colleagues who'd been in kitchen for the day, and I was just chatting with him. And then my mum arrived. she then picked me up and we headed off to Tesco's, and I got some bits and bobs from Tesco's, and I got some flower sets from the flower section that we'll show you guys now. Such lovely colours, love the sunflowers, love sunflowers so much. Then I also got this pretty plant snap, such lovely colours on those plants. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I then got back and I watched Home and Away, Escape to Treat and Fire Brown, wrote a bit of my journal, listened to a bit of music, did some drawing colouring in. I was then just watching a bit of Garden Rescue and watched a bit of stuff off record that I needed to watch. I then put my uniform in the wash and I'm now off for 2 days, and I am ordering a Buddy's lunch for me and my grandma tomorrow. My mum isn't feeling too well, she's on some new medication that's made her feel a little bit iffy, so she's not really feeling up for butties, so it's just going to be me and my grandma having butties. And then I'm going to be going off to the garden centre, my happy place. Love that place so much. And my older brother and sister and older brother's girlfriend are going to be doing a moving job to earn a bit of money like they did last year for a little house moving company, so they're going to be doing that. And my dad has fishing like he does most Thursdays, and then Friday I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing yet, and then I'm back in working Saturday doing 10 till 3, then 11 till 3 on Sunday, working 5 till close on Monday, then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm back in on Friday doing 10 till 3, and then Saturday I've got a split. I don't know about next Sunday yet because we get the next rota, which is next Sunday onwards on Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, it's going to be a good week. Got 4, technically 5 shifts if you count the split shift. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Getting my hours in, and I'm off on holiday in 2 weeks' time. I cannot wait. Hopefully I'm summer body ready. Doubt it, but I am just so excited. And I then was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and was just listening to a bit of Kylie, and my mum got the tea ready and it was just smelling so good, and I had Spanish chicken for tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious, love Spanish chicken. I then was just watching some episodes of EastEnders, some old episodes of that off record. Watched Penelope, probably one of my favourite films ever, with James McAvoy. What a hunk. I then finished writing my journal. I then finished off sorting out my bleach out doll, listened to a bit of music, did some drawing and colouring in, and I'm now off to go and watch the UK soaps, and I'm probably going to play a few games with my older brother and his girlfriend. And yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely week so far. All have a lovely rest of your evening. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.